Yemen's maritime tragedy expanded. The recent maritime disaster off Yemen's coast is a heart-wrenching reminder of the perilous journeys many undertake in search of safety and better lives. A boat carrying 75 migrants, predominantly from the Horn of Africa, capsized in the troubled waters near Yemen. This incident tragically resulted in 49 people being reported missing, leaving a stark image of the humanitarian crisis that plagues the region. Yemeni officials, including Khalid al-Sabahi from the Yemeni Coast Guard, confirmed the harrowing details of the catastrophe. Only 26 individuals managed to survive this perilous journey, highlighting the extreme risks faced by migrants in this region. This tragedy underscores the broader issues of migration and refugee crises, especially in war-torn areas like Yemen, where the dangers are compounded by conflict and instability. The event also casts a spotlight on the dire circumstances driving people to embark on such dangerous voyages. The Horn of Africa, comprising countries like Somalia and Ethiopia, has been beset by conflict, drought, and economic hardship, forcing many to flee their homes. Their journeys often lead them across treacherous routes, like the one off Yemen's coast, in hopes of reaching safer lands, but sometimes with tragic outcomes. Yemen itself, embroiled in a protracted conflict, presents a hazardous transit point for these migrants, who often aim to reach wealthy Gulf states. The country's ongoing war has created a humanitarian crisis, making it even more perilous for those passing through. This maritime disaster is not just a statistic, it represents a profound human tragedy. It calls for urgent attention to the plight of migrants and refugees globally, and for concerted efforts to address the root causes of such migrations, including conflict resolution, economic development, and humanitarian assistance. Pakistan's recent move to open 3 additional border crossings to facilitate the deportation of Afghans living illegally in the country marks a significant development in regional migration policies. This action follows a government crackdown on undocumented foreign nationals, leading to nearly 300,000 Afghans leaving Pakistan. The decision reflects the complex interplay of regional politics, security concerns, and humanitarian issues. Pakistan has long been a host to Afghan refugees and migrants, with fluctuating relations between the two countries influencing migration trends. The new border openings are seen as a measure to manage undocumented migration more effectively while addressing security concerns. However, this move also raises concerns about the well-being of the deported individuals. Many Afghans in Pakistan have fled conflict and instability in their home country, and the sudden increase in deportations could exacerbate humanitarian issues in Afghanistan, which continues to grapple with political turmoil and economic challenges. The situation highlights the need for comprehensive and compassionate migration policies that consider the rights and needs of migrants and refugees, as well as the security and economic concerns of host countries. It also underscores the importance of regional cooperation and international support to address the underlying causes of displacement in Afghanistan. The recent tragedy off Turkey's Aegean coast, where a migrant boat capsized, is a stark reminder of the ongoing refugee crisis in the region. This particular incident resulted in at least 5 deaths, with 6 migrants rescued and a search operation underway for 2 more missing persons. The boat, reportedly a rubber vessel, encountered stormy weather near the resort of Ceasefire, a common launching point for migrants attempting to reach Europe. Such journeys are often made in unsafe conditions, underscoring the desperation of those fleeing conflict, persecution, or economic hardship in their home countries. Turkey, situated at the crossroads between Asia and Europe, has become a critical transit point for migrants and refugees. The nation faces the challenging task of balancing border security, international maritime law, and humanitarian obligations. This incident not only highlights the perilous nature of these journeys, but also the broader issues surrounding migration policies, refugee rights, and the need for international cooperation to address the root causes of forced displacement. Poland's recent political shift, marked by Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki's resignation and the transition of power to a pro-European Union coalition, signifies a pivotal change in the country's political landscape. This transition follows the parliamentary elections on October 15, where a coalition of pro-EU parties gained a majority. The move towards a pro-EU government, with Donald Tusk, the former prime minister and a prominent EU figure, expected to take power, reflects a significant shift in Poland's domestic and foreign policy orientation. This change could lead to a strengthening of Poland's ties with the European Union, potentially impacting various aspects, including economic policies, judicial reforms, and stance on key European issues like migration and climate change. The political change in Poland is a critical development in the broader context of European politics, where issues such as national sovereignty, EU integration, and regional cooperation remain hotly debated. It also signals potential shifts in the balance of power within the EU, possibly influencing future policy directions and regional dynamics. The recent tentative agreement for a ceasefire in Gaza, involving Israel, the United States, and Hamas, is a significant development in the long-standing conflict. This agreement, aimed at pausing hostilities for 5 days, reportedly includes the release of women and children held in Gaza. This ceasefire effort reflects the complex geopolitical dynamics in the region and the challenges of achieving long-term peace. It also demonstrates the role of international diplomacy in conflict resolution, with the US playing a crucial intermediary role. The agreement, if successful, could provide a much-needed respite for civilians in Gaza and open avenues for further negotiations to address the underlying causes of the conflict. However, the fragility of such ceasefires in the volatile region underscores the need for sustained diplomatic efforts to achieve lasting peace and security. The recent failure of SpaceX's Starship launch, minutes after reaching space, is a significant setback in the company's ambitious space exploration agenda. This incident highlights the inherent challenges and complexities of space missions. The Starship program, envisioned for missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond, is central to SpaceX's long-term goals of making space travel more accessible and sustainable. The failure of this launch serves as a reminder of the high-risk nature of space exploration, where even the most advanced technologies and meticulous preparations can encounter unforeseen issues. It also underscores the importance of rigorous testing and development in the aerospace industry, where safety and reliability are paramount. This event, while a setback, is not uncommon in the history of space exploration, where failures often pave the way for future successes through valuable learnings and improvements. SpaceX's commitment to overcoming these challenges will be crucial as they continue to push the boundaries of what is possible in space travel. The largest protest in Spain against the Catalan amnesty law, which drew 170,000 participants, is a significant event reflecting deep-rooted tensions within the country. The Catalan amnesty law, pertaining to the controversial issue of Catalan independence, has been a point of contention, stirring up national debate and regional sentiments. These protests signify a broader societal divide and the ongoing struggle over Catalonia's status. They highlight the challenges faced by the Spanish government in addressing regional aspirations while maintaining national unity. The sizable turnout indicates strong feelings on both sides of the debate and underscores the need for dialogue and reconciliation to address these complex and sensitive issues. The recent 6.7 magnitude earthquake in the southern Philippines, which led to 8 fatalities, is a stark reminder of the country's vulnerability to natural disasters. Situated in the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines is prone to earthquakes and volcanic activity, making it one of the most disaster-prone countries globally. This earthquake's impact highlights the importance of effective disaster preparedness and response mechanisms. It also brings into focus the need for resilient infrastructure and community awareness programs to minimize casualties and damage in such events. The response to this disaster, both at the national and local levels, will be crucial in providing relief and rebuilding efforts, underscoring the importance of coordinated action in disaster management.